Hey you guys, it's me Gemstone from tarotforhealing.com. I hope you guys are doing really well. Now, this video is I'm gonna try and make it so it's not too long because I made it before and it was just getting like 20 minutes. It was just too long. So, this video is just me kind of talking. I haven't made this kind of video in ages. Like usually, my videos are just about readings. So, and it's been ages since I've just done one where I wasn't doing a reading and I was just kind of talking. And I know some people like do actually like these kind of videos, so I'm gonna do that. I do have like a situation going on behind me that is a mess. It's because me and my partner were trying to build my bed. Because I didn't listen to what the astrologers say. Because you know me, I do things based on how I feel. And usually sometimes it works, sometimes it don't work. And this situation didn't work at all because I bought a new bed and the bed was faulty, and so I've had to take it apart and send it back. And so now I just have a mattress and it's going to be a few weeks before I get a refund. So I'm going to have to buy another bed frame. You see, I think that's why they say don't make big purchases during the Mercury retrograde, because it doesn't go right. Things just don't go right. And so, yeah, so now this is what I have to kind of deal with. But everything will be okay. And to be honest, it's quite comfortable actually with the mattress on the floor like this. It's good for my back anyway, so it's not too bad. Um, but what I wanted to talk about in this video is about tarot readers, and I guess the perspective that some people can have of tarot readers. And I think that there can be a bad rap that some tarot readers can get. I don't even want to say some. I think it's something that it's sometimes, you know, the people that are the ones that just aren't in it for the best reasons, sometimes are the ones that get more of the attention, and because of that it can sort of paint a bad picture of, you know, what tarot is or what it is to be a psychic or anything like that. One thing that was interesting, and I wanted to talk about it like a while ago, was a video that I came across, and basically the opinion that was shared in this video was that they didn't feel that, I guess, being consulting readers was beneficial because it takes away the power of the person that is going out to get information from the reader. Now, to me personally, I guess it depends on the reader that you go to, because different readers have different reading styles. For me personally, the tarot is very close and near and dear to my heart and to my spiritual journey. I feel like it came into my life in a very critical time in my life, and because of it, it has fulfilled something in my spiritual journey that I don't think would have been fulfilled if I didn't come across the tarot and I didn't start studying it and learning more and more and more about it, and about the messages that come from it that can be so enlightening and really help me to not only put my own life experience in perspective, but to also help me in terms of even my interactions with others. Now, I'm not saying that it's made me a perfect person, like it definitely, like I'm not perfect by far, but I feel like what it's done for me is basically what has led me to wanting to even be a reader for other people, and to sort of give them a similar experience of what I know that it has done for me. That's one of the reasons why I decided to call my website Tarot for Healing, because I truly believe that with the tarot, it does give you the opportunity to heal certain things away, especially emotional things, things that basically lie within our own subconscious can really be brought forward in the tarot, and it can help you to see dimensions of yourself that maybe you didn't even see before, didn't even notice before. And to me, in that respect, it's just a really great spiritual tool, and even a tool for even psychological development and understanding in that respects as well. And for that reason, like I just feel like it's so beneficial, and that's why I always encourage other people to kind of, if they feel guided to do it, to start learning, to start studying it, or to at least have like some oracle cards that they can use and practice with and stuff like that. So yeah, so to me, the person had a really interesting perspective, but I didn't entirely agree with it. And to me, the reason why I didn't entirely agree with it is because I feel that personally, um yes, our spiritual journey is very personal, and we should be our own guides to a certain extent. But let's be honest, even the person making the video, I get where they were coming from in terms of them feeling like some tarot readers can take away the power from the querent. But then I feel that, to me, I couldn't fully agree with it, because I think any spiritual journey is not a journey taken by itself. Like, you're not on this journey on your own. You're always going to be consulting people that are going to be outside of your own self for guidance. And for some people, that guidance can be if you are a part of a certain religion. So your guidance might come from whoever your priest is, or the spiritual text that you use is where your guidance is going to come from. If you've basically decided to just take on this spiritual path and not really align with a religion per se, your spiritual guides are going to be whatever teachers you feel drawn to, whatever books you feel drawn to, whatever YouTube videos or websites, or wherever you go to learn about any kind of spiritual practice. Those people are going to be your teachers one way or another. And so, to me, to kind of have this idea of us only being our only guide on this journey is just is not entirely the truth. Even though I do believe in being empowered, I'm a firm believer in us empowering ourselves as people. I do think that sometimes in our journey we can be too um we can get to the point where we listen so much to maybe just what one individual has to say, that it can get to a point of we do kind of maybe put them on a pedestal and almost don't desire to seek other information or other knowledge outside of maybe just this one source. And to me, that I don't fully believe in. If you choose to do that, that's fine. But for me personally, on my own journey, I found that I like to have all different sources of information. I like to gain inspiration from all different places when it comes to my own development, and that's just what personally works for me. So yeah, and but I can understand that perspective at the same time. And I think that it is very important for, I guess, us as readers at the same time, to always allow whoever we are working with, for the reading to be an exchange of energies. Like, to me, regardless of who you are, whether you are 26, 39, 18, 62, you have been you longer than I know you. So to me, as a reader, I can't just stay with you for an hour and think that I know your whole life story, because I will not know that. So therefore, you are the real person that can really make the changes you want to see in your life, and you are the real person that holds the responsibilities and the power to be able to influence your life. The only thing I can do is be a guide, just for that time, just for that circumstance that you want to deal with. I can help you maybe to gain an outside perspective on your situation, because sometimes, regardless of whether you are knowledgeable about the tarot or not, all of us can have been in situations where we are just too close to a situation to really be able to see it clearly. sometimes we're too emotionally attached or emotionally invested in a certain situation for us to really be rational enough to make a movement forward in a certain direction. And I think at times like that, it can be really beneficial to gain an outside perspective, whether you decide to consult a reader or somebody else that just is good at giving advice or something. Sometimes you just need that um outside help. And I think that's where a tarot reading can be very beneficial to you. At the same time, I do not believe in a person being entirely dependent on a reader, so much so that they feel like they have to consult a reader for every single thing in life. Like every single thing. Like they feel like they can't just do nothing without that reader. And I think that's when there is an issue. Like if you're literally getting readings like every day or every other day or something like that, then that's just too much. And that's when I think a person obviously is not being empowered and feels like, is almost creating this codependent relationship with a reader. And that's not what you want to do. And I also feel that another thing that is really important as a reader is to not to incite fear into a client either, or a querent. Because I think in some situations, some readers can do that. That's just what I think. And I think, and I think that's where it can come. Sometimes people may get readings, and then sometimes readers might tell them something like, if there's any kind of, I don't know, like a negative spirit is with them, or somebody put something on them, like, I don't know, stuff like that. I just don't deal with. I don't answer questions like that. I don't handle them, because I just feel like they're inducing fear-based energies, and to me, I just don't deal with fear-based energies. I don't deal with them in my own life. Like, I just don't, and so I don't want to deal with it coming from somebody else in their life. I'm more a person that I believe in taking action. I believe in doing things, taking practical steps in your life in order to move forward. I don't like to deal with anything that is meant to be, I don't know, sort of putting a doubt cloud on somebody so that they can't do this or they can't, like, I don't deal with that kind of thing. And to me, I just find that even when people a lot of the time have had readings and certain things like that do come up, to me it's never beneficial to the person. Like, to me it just makes them more afraid, and if anything is more counterproductive, from what I've seen, than actually beneficial to the person um getting that information. And so to me, I just don't deal with it at all. But so so it's interesting, because even the other day, and this is also what kind of inspired me to make this video too. There was this news story that came out about a guy that consulted a psychic, and he must have wanted to find out about the results of a football game, because in the UK, football, which is soccer, in other parts of the world, is really big here. And so he has his favorite team that he supports, and he must have gone to consult this psychic, and I guess she must have told him that, yeah, the team was going to win. And so she supposedly encouraged him to put up his house and his life savings on the line, I guess, to because his team was going to win. And so he did that, and then he ended up losing everything. And obviously the psychic now is going to get the bad rap. And so I guess as a result, kind of, so does everyone doing any kind of psychic practice or intuitive practitioner or anything like that. Like, these stories kind of uh create a bad image in general for anyone doing that kind of work as a whole. And what I wanted to say about stuff like that personally is, I think it's extremely reckless and extremely meaningless for a reader to ever tell anyone any kind of gambling tips, or stocks and shares, or any kind of financial stuff. In terms of that kind of stuff, I think it's just completely foolish to even take on that kind of reading. For me, the reason why it's foolish is because, for one, I just don't see why using something like the tarot, which in my opinion is a spiritual tool, to me, I just don't see how that is beneficial in that situation. To me, I love it when people come with meaningful questions, with things that they really maybe just need some healing um on, something that can help you in your life, that can again have positive results, that can move you forward, that can help you heal, that can make you grow, those kind of things. Even if it is a work related question or a personal relationship, even all of those things to me are still can still be meaningful, because the work that you do is a part of your life purpose. And so that to me has a spiritual purpose, even with the practical work. When it comes to your relationships, there's a spiritual purpose, because whoever you are with has something to give you. Even if it's a good relationship or not so good relationship, there is something in it that on a spiritual level it can teach you. So to me, I can see the benefits in that. But to tell somebody something like, oh, your team is going to win, so gamble everything you have, I'm just like, why would you even take that on in the first place? Like, if somebody came to you and asked you those kind of questions, I have had people ask me things about stock tips, and ask me things about, can I tell them how to win the lottery, or will they win the lottery? And I'm just like, what, I can't do a reading based on that, because to me it just doesn't go, it's not in line with what I agree with in terms of how to use the tarot at all. To me, it's not beneficial. It doesn't hold, it's not going to be anything that is going to be conducive to be your spiritual life journey. Yes, it'd be wonderful to win a whole bunch of money, that would be great, but to me it's like, if you really want to do that, just try your hand and see how things work out for you. But I'm not going to be the one to really consult you about that. So I would say, when it comes to tarot readers, I don't, to me there's so many, especially the ones that I have come across. There are so many that are really genuine in terms of what they do for people, and in terms of helping and assisting people. And it's such a shame when you do get ones that are maybe not so genuine, kind of get in there and create this sort of negative portrayal. It's really sad, because I think you can really do some major healing work, um not only just going to consult a reader, but I mean major healing work with the tarot in general. Just the way you can do healing work with any kind of spiritual text, with the Bible, with the Quran, with a book of miracles, you can do a lot of healing work. But the tarot is one that you can definitely do a lot of that stuff with. And again, I think that in that respects, to me, you wouldn't consult the Bible for gambling tips or anything like that. So to me, it's the same way. Why would you consult the tarot for that kind of thing? To me, it has almost like a sacredness to it. So this video is getting long. It's longer than what I intended it to be, but I hope this video has been beneficial to you. And if there are kind of other kind of topics that you want me to talk about, like, do let me know, so that I can kind of get some ideas as well. So peace and blessings to every single one of you. Bye.